Let's start with an uncomfortable truth. Most people will work their entire lives and still never feel financially secure, not because they are lazy, not because they are stupid, but because they were taught the wrong rules about money. This video is not motivational, it's explanatory. If you understand what we're about to talk about, your financial decisions will never be the same again. People believe the solution to their money problems is more income. If I just made more money, everything would be fine. But income has never been the main problem. Millions of people earn good salaries and still live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because income fixes symptoms, not behavior. There is a silent enemy that destroys wealth more effectively than poverty. It's called lifestyle inflation. You earn more, you spend more, you upgrade everything. Your car, your apartment, your habits. Nothing changes except the size of the numbers. Modern life is built on monthly payments, subscriptions, car loans, credit cards, mortgages stretched for decades. Each payment looks small. Together they control your life. Money is not the most valuable resource. Time is every financial decision is actually a time decision. When you take on debt, you are selling your future time. People don't feel trapped because they lack opportunities. They feel trapped because they lack margin. No savings, no buffer, no flexibility. Without margin, every decision is forced. Fear is the most powerful force in personal finance. Not fear of losing money, fear of looking stupid, fear of being left behind, fear of not keeping up. Most bad financial decisions are emotional decisions made under fear. People don't buy things because they need them. They buy them because they're afraid of what it means not to have them. Humans are wired to compare, but social media turned comparison into a weapon. You compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. You don't see their debt. You don't see their stress. You don't see the help they received. Comparison makes normal progress feel like failure. Status is one of the most expensive addictions in the world. Cars, watches, apartments, vacations, status spending never ends because the bar keeps moving. The moment you catch up, the game changes. Debt feels good in the beginning. It gives you things before you earn them. Comfort, freedom, validation. But debt doesn't disappear. It waits, and eventually it demands your time. Intelligence does not protect you from bad money behavior. In fact, smart people are often more dangerous to themselves. They rationalize bad decisions. They overestimate their control. They underestimate risk. Money rewards humility, not ego. There is pressure nobody talks about. Family expectations, cultural norms, unspoken rules. People spend money they don't have. To meet expectations nobody openly admits. Escaping the money loop doesn't start with more income. It starts with a decision. A quiet decision that says, I will stop playing games I can't win. This is the moment when you stop chasing appearances and start designing your life intentionally. Most people never make this decision, not because they can't, but because it's uncomfortable. Freedom starts with margin. Margin means savings, low fixed expenses, flexibility. Margin turns emergencies into inconveniences. Without margin, every problem becomes a crisis. With margin, problems become manageable. One of the most powerful financial concepts is walking away money. It's the amount of money that allows you to say, no. No to a bad job. No to a toxic environment. No to unfair conditions. You may never use it, but knowing it exists changes how you show up in life. Most people fail because their financial system is too complex. You don't need complexity, you need consistency. A simple system: spend less than you earn, automate saving, invest regularly, avoid bad debt. Boring systems build extraordinary results. Wealth is built by people who think in decades, not months. Short-term thinking creates stress. Long-term thinking creates calm. The market rewards patience. Life does too. Real wealth is quiet. It doesn't need approval. It doesn't need validation. It doesn't need to be seen. It looks like sleeping well, making calm decisions, choosing your time. Most people never reach financial freedom because they never slow down long enough to question the rules. They follow defaults. They copy others. They confuse motion with progress. Freedom requires intentional thinking. Financial freedom is not about becoming rich. It's about removing fear from your decisions. When you control your spending, your savings, and your time, money stops controlling you. If this video helped you think differently, subscribe. And remember, the goal is not to impress people. The goal is to be free.